The big Duke, who I thought day off, we wouldn't see much of the Duke, but he slid in.
I don't know why he's here. And we need to get this. We need to get onto it straight away. I'm not going to wait any longer.
We'll do it right off the top.
Hasn't been paid, has he?
No. But yesterday, fantastic. We put it on North Melbourne from the word go. We put it on them from last week, and everyone in the footy world said, how will they respond down in Tasmania? And they responded. Certainly the 22 players responded in the manner that we like to see players respond, is that when you're under the pump, you come out, you stop talking, you get it done. So for Zeeble and Harvey and Higgins and all that group,
Goldstein,
magnificent. Not so much the off-field, I'm told. Now, I stay away from down Tassie on a Sunday. That's the day off. But I've had members of our fraternity down there, and eyes everywhere. And what is coming through, Spud, is disturbing in the highest order. Highest order.
Gary,
what's he done,
Spud? You said it's how you react after you get belted down. You're on the canvas.
Yeah.
You've probably got one breath left in you.
That's it.
And you grab your right hand on that rope.
Yep.
And somehow you drag yourself up.
Yep.
Come to your senses.
You need something, though.
Smelling salt's so needed. No, it wasn't that. It was a couple of photos that come my way.
What's happened?
What, Spud?
You got to look about you to
There's
get back
a real wanker type bloke in a North suit out in the middle of the ground at Blundstone Arena.
On the green?
On the green.
On
the green. CEOs, board members, no. The number one man.
Who?
The president!
No, he's not.
He's got the phone, the keys.
No.
Have a look.
The sunnies.
On
the green.
He's not on the green stuff. Absolutely.
He's not on the green.
Spud, I've said that we've had this discussion before, Spud. When it comes to this place, I go wherever I want.
I'm not copping it, mate.
I go where I want, Spud.
Hey, I cop it
wherever I want down
JB,
there. I run that joint.
I know that, but you're on the green.
I run Tassie.
Now, what about
I run Blundstone. I go where I want down there.
But if there's ever a day when you wouldn't walk on the ground, cyclonic conditions, 2
You're
degrees,
there,
you just wouldn't even think about
It's
it.
about the players.
It's Spud. The photos are now on Triple
and
M.
that's about half an hour
Triple
before
M
the game.
footy.
It didn't go out till the crowd was at its
Spuddy,
crescendo.
I love
Just
it, Spud.
before the players
Spud,
went out.
You're on to it,
Have
Spud.
a look at me.
Spud, I'm allowed where I
You're
want.
not allowed
That's the
anywhere.
only ground I do what I like.
Apparently a few push-ups in the room just to get your little
Spud.
weedy little
You are a
squiggly
bull
arms.
artist.
No, I'm not.
Anyway,
Anyway.
that's a disgrace.
That is
and
a
I don't
disgrace.
care where you're in your own backyard, Jim. There are some places you can go and some you can't. And that is bad enough. And that, to me, when you rang me last night, I was in shock.
Oh, so
No,
you
you didn't believe it.
You just found that, did you, Spud?
No, I
in
didn't. You
shock.
didn't believe it.
And then I get here today. I can't accept that. But
Well, I'm going to explain
when the
it.
game's over and it's a victory for the players, there's an area, and you know this, Brian.
Yes, very
you
tight
know
area.
it. You don't know it.
Luke
Warrior.
would know it.
Darth knows it. Jim would know it. It is that moment. It's been described to me as the winning eight. When the Warriors, who put their body on the line, who put their lives at risk, have this very small window where they can get together, probably lasts about 3 minutes.
Yep.
And they look each other in the eye, and that's where and from that is sacred. You look around the room, and you see 21 other faces that have bled for you. And that's where you get spirit from.
And it starts on the Monday.
Yes.
And it builds to the Tuesday. You train on the Wednesday and you go through all your KPIs.
Yep.
Then you have your captain's run on the Friday.
Just
then you
get to it,
fly
Spud.
down. No, I'm not going
What's
to
your
get to it.
stupid point, Spud?
Just get to it.
I'm getting to it.
What happened?
Oh, no.
After the game,
Oh, no.
Darren Crocker, caretaker coach, is standing up to his players.
In the little...
In the closed huddle.
And I'm led to believe he
In
was...
a sanctum.
As we know, Crocky gets very emotional,
Yeah.
but he lost it. Because on the corner of his left eye, sitting next to him, was the president!
No,
Spud,
Spud.
looking at the players!
You're an idiot, Spud.
No,
I'm
I'm
in
not
there
an idiot.
every week.
No, I'm not.
Every
I'm not an
week
idiot.
I'm in that meeting.
Have a look at this photo here, and all the listeners, Brian. There's Darren Crocker
That's in a
with
second,
hands
so.
out.
What's in his
sanctum.
hand? What's in his hand?
Well-
the stats. He's just about to read the stats
And he's
out.
about to just single
No,
players
Spud.
out for the courageous efforts to put the body on the
I'm
line.
normally with you, Jim. But
Spud,
And then there's this wanker
The problem for
sitting
you,
out
Spud-
on his own. You'd think he'd be out the back.
or if you're going to go in the room, get in the back corner
Yeah.
and shut up where no one has to look at you.
Spud, the
His
problem with
front
this one
sits
for
down
you
in the
back.
is it's
Shut
fallen
up,
flat.
Joey.
It's fallen flat, Spud.
Shut the stuff up.
Croc can't.
Shut up.
He can't even swing his
Croc
arms.
cannot
Something's
even.
fine, but it's flat.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't fallen flat. It'll fall flat.
It's on in the box. It's on in the box.
I thought he had gold, but it's brown.
Duke, what do you think
Sucked
about
in,
the
Spud.
president sitting
hang on.
in there after the game?
No, Spud, let's
So those two are just, that's flattened me like never before. That photo is the most damning thing I've ever seen.
And they're on at Triple M Footy
Triple M
Goes on Twitter.
So front and square. So I thought it can't
kicked.
get any worse than that.
For
can it?
pills.
And then, the day after the whistle,
Part 3.
you can't get any worse than this. Our man Duke has wandered in and said, "Just give me a minute." Duke,
Come on. This gives me
Better be better than what Spud just went with.
this gives me no great pleasure. I have to say, Jim, because I caught the plane back from Hobart this morning, and after a long night, and I'm sitting there in the terminal at Hobart, and then some extraordinary scenes happen.
What happened?
I thought Princess Mary from Denmark might have come back.
You better
to
stick with
Tassie.
the truth, Duke. You make stuff up.
Such was the way that he's carried on like a right tool. He's carried on like
You better stick to the truth.
Just be quiet for a minute, Jim. In rolls Jim with an entourage style, the likes of which I've never seen. Sunny's on in the airport. Sunny's on. Inside.
Sunny in Hobart.
Mark War style.
Stay with the truth,
Some guy following him with his bag, holding his
Don't
bag.
start making stuff up, Duke.
Sunny's on
That's
inside
damning on
the
you.
airport.
That's not on
You sit there and
That's
cop
your
it.
go, Das.
Sunny's on inside,
That is
and then
incorrect.
he's just sort of casting underlings aside on his way through. Push
that might be
past
correct.
a line-up on the way through.
You would have done that.
And then, full North Melbourne paraphernalia, like a real nothing.
Yeah.
Had the jacket on, had the beanie on, had the whole lot. And then
You are a liar, Duke. That is what you're proving
I
yourself
can't
to
believe
be.
this, Duke. No, I can
And
believe
then I'm on
it
the
now.
flight, and you would think a man who wants to wander into the coach's box
Sit
and a
down.
man who's
Get
out
out
on
of
the
the
green
way,
would know everyone's nuts.
Enough's enough.
So he's sitting next to his main man, Carl, and every North official who's been down there doing the hard work walks past, and they cop a champ. G'day, champ.
Duke.
Mate, these are the heart and soul of the footy club. These are the people you need to know.
I'm not having this.
All I'll
They put
say,
the show on.
I think we've got a new Jeff Kennett.
No!
I think there's been a gap in the market, and we now have the next Jeff Kennett. It was
Duke.
you let yourself down badly, Jim.
This
Jim,
is
you
how
let-
horrific it is, Duke.
Jim.
Not one word you just said is the truth.
Yeah.
Not some of them were lies.
Jim.
That whole
Jim.
sentence is incorrect.
It gives me no great pleasure, Jim, but
Duke,
you carried on like
you
a
have
tool.
just made that up.
Are you getting a blue and white jacket, mate?
No.
You are, Jim,
No.
with those blue and white shoes with a big kangaroo.
Gary.
I
That
can't believe
is
this.
just totally fabricated what the Duke
He's
came out with then.
100% correct.
Like, Jim,
I think you're going to wear one of those hats with the big bunny ears, the kangaroo ears.
Spud,
No,
you've got to regroup because you thought you had liquid gold and it's fallen flat on you,
I
Spud.
reckon the
I'll
wool
be-
coat will be the...
These are
That's-
shocking allegations.
That's
No,
the
they are.
That's the judge
Because-
pack on to see whether it's fallen
Gaz,
flat.
the pack, no.
It's got steam coming out of it,
It's
Jim.
flat.
Flog,
Gaz,
flog,
nothing.
flog.
Just because it's about you, JB, sometimes you've got to take one for the team.
I'm happy for
Yeah,
it to be
but
about me, but you've come to the table with something that hasn't worked
You
for you.
have always
So just acknowledge
said,
it,
no,
Spud.
go back in time, you have always said...
Spud
Sticks
landing a couple of
Kernahan-
uppercuts on
when
old
Stick-
Flogman.
When Sticks Kernahan was president, he was allowed on the green stuff.
we've
You've
had
gone
this
on
discussion.
and on about this.
We've had
Other
this
presidents
discussion.
that haven't
Blundstone,
tasted blood in the field of battle
where
of
I
AFL
average 70.
football.
I do what I want down
And
there,
there's a
Purple.
couple of wankers
That's
like
the
yourself that
different
get out
view.
there.
3 words, Jim. What the hell coming through from the pack?
Come
Your
on.
credibility's come under review, Jimmy. Stay off the green stuff,
pack can
Jimmy
piss
boy.
off.
Get up the green flog.
You get out there.
No place for
Panicum.
Nipsies.
Where I averaged 70.
And I think it was higher than 70, actually. Gary,
Well,
we've
no.
discussed Blundstone. It's where I do what I like.
No, it's
We
not
can't,
JB.
we can't accept that.
No, what about the rooms
when you're
after the
calling the
game?
cricket, you
Oh,
can
that's
wander out.
every week, Spud.
You can
Well,
wander
you sit
out.
there.
Every week.
You eyeball the players.
Well, but no, I don't never eyeball the players. I just sit in there as a great supporter of
Get
what
down
we're
the back
doing.
corner if you've got to get in the room when the players are there.
Sit front
That's
and
what
square,
that's what great support do, Spud. Get in there and support.
behind
Yeah,
the
you're
players.
in there supporting what
No,
your group's about,
It's all
Spud.
about you, mate.
No, I don't know what they bloody did at St Kilda. I don't know what they did at St Kilda at your bloody club, but here we support.
Nah,
Poor
Jim,
Jim, it's coming through.
Absolutely about you.
A lot of
The
me.
pack's gone
It's all
nuts.
about you.
Me.
I want you to look me in the eye in a minute, because you are a bull ass. You can't do it now.
I could have gone home and had a rest. I came here especially
You
just to tell the
are
truth,
a
Jim.
bull
You let yourself down
ass.
badly.
Sunnies in the Sunnies in the airport.
That-
I
that
can't
is-
believe
No,
that, Jim.
That
Hobart.
is
That
incorrect.
is unacceptable.
Sunnies on
JB.
there, mate. I promise
Global trending flog. That's what the man had.
Go on, put that photo on your Instagram. Go on.
I might.
Go on, put it on
A
there.
victorious North Melbourne
Put it
group.
on.
Proud of it,
And
Spud.
the one on the grass.
That was
Put
Adam
'em on.
Simpson's fault.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
That was Simo's fault.
you. All in all, he's taken it well, Jim.
You're like Mike Williamson. You say, who can I see? Who's most important on the ground? Oh, there's Adam Simpson.
I saw the whole thing. I could see Adam Simpson
So
sort
is
of
that,
gliding
did you
out on the
take
ground.
that photo, Bristol?
And, no, and he was just
that
he
you
was
to
just
buy?
going out there to get hold of the
Did you,
conditions,
Bristol?
and all of a sudden this guy wafted in from about 200 metres to the right, and it sort of
Bristol
took the
Patron
focus.
style.
And all of a sudden Adam Simpson, he's taken a glance, but he's kept walking to the middle because he
Bristol,
doesn't want to know about the
did
press
you
at this
take
stage.
that photo?
JB's come up and demanded that he front him with frontal pressure style.
That is Patron.
Bristol, did you take that photo?
No, I didn't.
Are you responsible for that, Bristol?
No.
The final
I
word.
would hope not.
I didn't.
Given
No.
our journey together,
No.
I would
Final
hope
word
not.
will
You had
come
a shocker,
from
Jim.
Ryan Gibb.
I did
The
not
Spirit
take
of
it.
Tasmania is leaving in a few hours. Get a ticket, jump on board, and ship off, Jim. Ship off.
Mate, I'm not copping any of that bloody garbage.
Oh,
They
Spud,
know
you're
I
back,
put the
Spud.
joint on the
Yeah,
map.
You're back,
I'm back.
Spuddy boy.
Bad
You're
luck,
back,
Spud.
Spud.
Bad luck that it didn't quite go as well as you thought.
Back
Look,
with you.
Now,
They're all
look,
over you,
It's
Spuddy.
all right, Spud.
I've got another little one. It's probably only a little, you get a penny bunger.
Jim, if
that was
Spud, you're 20 metres in front down the
Spud,
straight.
Yeah,
you're going to
true.
need another one, Spud.
No, I don't.
Make
I
sure
won't
it's
run
right,
with
Spud.
it. I won't run with it. No, I will. I will run with it.
I will. What is it, Spud?
Guys, you gave that article to Warrior on Saturday.
You coming at me now because I tell you what, right now you're in front.
I don't think so.
I can turn
don't
that
think
quick,
so.
Spud, that this can end up a
think you
real
are in front,
flat
Spud.
opening.
Bail out, Spud.
I don't think you are in front, Spud. I think you're behind.
Don't run with it, producer. I've had a little win. No, I won't. That's it. Fair enough. It was only a little. Anyway, very good call, Gary.
That's as weak as piss, Spud. That is as weak as
I
piss.
admire your
You
convincing attitude, Gary.
have
I was
retreated.
sort of, I could feel the vibes coming out.
You're reading the play, Spud.
No,
You
I've read the play beautifully.
That's like brave Sir Robin Spud. You've just run the other way.
Lay down your guns,
Like a
Spuddy.
weak
Ray
animal.
Charles could have seen that coming. And I saw it goes, well done.
Come on, Spud. Oh, I can't believe it. Taylor Adams to join us. And we've also got Paul Roos to join us. Lots still to come.
You're a wanker,
From
Joe.
Ream Hot Water Heaters.
All about you.
Spud, you've done.
No, you're a wanker.
You're done, mate.
Admit yourself you're a
Q
wanker.
in the rack.
Oh, get to that break.
Hot water needs replacing, except nothing less
Real
than Australia's
wanker.
best
Wanker
installer Ream. And for McDonald's
Wanker.
Triple M.